What's up, everybody? It is Tuesday. We just finished a big rainstorm here in the city. We're going to be skateboarding around for about an hour, and we are at Central Park South. And I appreciate everybody that is subscribing to the channel and joining the streams. Hey, Lady Orleans. Andrew, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. We just finished a massive rainstorm here in New York, and it is a beautiful sunset. Mr. Nobody, what's going on? Lupe, what's going on, everybody? The Soho guy, yo. Thanks, everybody, for joining. Yeah, it's really beautiful out now. We just finished a crazy rainstorm here in New York, but now it is pretty good now. So we can see the skyline of the city here. And we'll just be skateboarding around for a little bit. Lady Orleans said you had a bad storm in New Jersey. Yeah, we just finished the storm. I was inside all day pretty much. But things are getting better. So we're right here in Central Park. So I guess we'll start off by just skateboarding around the park a little bit. And thank you to all of the new subscribers to the channel. A couple of you guys and girls sent me an email, so I appreciate all the support. It's fun hanging out with you guys and girls after work, just hanging out. Andrew, hope you're well from Australia. Andrew joins us from the land down under. Hey, the Swan, we just had a crazy rainstorm here in Manhattan. It rained for like 3 hours straight. But now the rain has stopped, which is good. One thing about the rain in New York, after it rains, the trees are so green. Everything is so green. Really nice over here. Wow. After the rain in New York, it looks really crazy here. I don't know how well that comes out on the stream, but in person it looks really beautiful, the sunset here. It almost looks like a painting here. It's crazy. Andrew, what's going on? Andrew says, yes, all good over here. Cool and miserable. Looks like this, but not warm. Got it. The Swan says, skateboarder, is the weather common? I mean, in the summer, it'll rain like crazy, but then it'll stop. Mallowhawk, good afternoon. Picturesque. Absolutely, that is a word. So we're here just skateboarding around Central Park a little bit. And we are on the eastern side of Central Park. Hey, Leah. Leah says, hi, Wall Street. Another amazing chat. Yeah, so we'll skateboard around Central Park a little bit. Today was a very busy day at work for me. Hopefully you all had a good day. Lupe says, saw you and Fernando's chat yesterday. Yeah, I was watching for a little bit. I sometimes watch and multitask while working. Reels, what's up, man? We have Reels in the chat. Welcome, Reels. I was watching your video earlier today. We just finished a big rainstorm here in the city, so we'll be skateboarding around a little bit. Wow. The sunset looks really crazy here. So this is overlooking Sheep's Meadow in Central Park. The Swan says, is it harder to skate in the rain? Yeah, it's much harder because it's so slippery. Yeah, I'm not sure how well this is coming out on the stream, but the sunset looks crazy over these two buildings right here. It looks really, really beautiful. Andrew says, need a clearer view. Sheep Meadow, yes, so we're in Sheep Meadow. Lupe says, I love the wet brick roads in Soho. I do too. Hey, Cosmo, what's going on? Sheep Meadow without the sheep, says the Swan. Lupe says there was a huge demonstration in 1967 during Easter and people were standing on that rock. So this, you're talking about this rock, I'm assuming. Real says it's on my 72-inch TV right now, and it's like a window. Wow, that's awesome, man. All right, so we'll head out. We'll start to skate around a little bit. The one thing I like about Central Park is it looks so green right after it rains. Everything is so green. Tap the screen in a dark spot so we get the contrast. All right, let me try that. After it rains, usually the phone camera is a little bit messed up, so let's try to check it out. Hopefully this is a little bit better. Hey, Soho guy, what's going on? Soho says, hey, Wall Street, you doing Midtown? I may go to Midtown today, but mainly just skateboarding around Central Park. But good to see you again. Lupe says it looks good. Yeah, the view looks good, guys. So yeah, in person it looks really, really crazy. But I appreciate everybody being on the stream. And appreciate all of the new viewers and the returning viewers.
if you all can hear the birds, but after the rain, all the birds start to come out and start chirping.
Yeah, Andrew says I have to take like 10 different focus shots for sure. Reels, everything was good today, man. You know, it was a really good day, just busy. Hopefully your day was good too, my friend. Hopefully no rats will commit suicide today. I know, my God. So crazy. I don't know how to get the camera back into regular mode. Maybe this is it. Who knows? But yeah, so we'll check out the fountain. We'll go over near the fountain at Central Park. But this is the women's rights statue here that they have in Central Park. Fairly new. Don't go over AT again. Do you use that term over there? I've never heard of it. Never heard of that term. Cosmo, what's going on? Yeah, this is a pretty cool monument, you know? But hopefully you all had a good day. Hopefully it wasn't too busy. Whoa, look at this tree that fell down during the storm. That's crazy. In the city, I was in Midtown today and it was raining so hard. It was crazy. And it looks like we have a couple trees down here in Central Park. But I think the lake and the fountain are going to look pretty cool today too. Hey Jason, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you had a good day so far, wherever you are in the world. Good to have you here on the stream, my friend. Oh, Andrew from Australia says it means don't fall off. Okay. That's cool. I'm not sure if you guys could see it on the stream, but the sky is like really, really blue right in front of us. And it looks a little interesting with the dark contrast of a cloud. And I think it's starting to rain again a little bit. So we may have to take shelter under this little bridge here. But besides that, it's a beautiful night here in New York, everybody. And hopefully everybody's enjoying the stream, having a relaxing night. Hey, Leah. Hey, the Swan, what's up? The Swan says probably good for the weak trees to come down in the rain. I agree with that. Hey, Leah, welcome to the stream. Always good to see you here. Andrew says, looks so peaceful. It's super peaceful out here today. Not a lot of people. Just finished a big rainstorm. You could hear the birds chirping. Very beautiful. You can see this bird up here. It flew away. So it appears that this part of the park is temporarily closed for some sort of event they got going on. But usually there's tons of people here. Reel says looks so sick, like cutscenes from a movie. I think they are shooting movie reels. This part of the park is currently closed. Andrew says last time you were here, they were playing Baby Shark. Yes, they were. That was funny. Yeah, so if you guys check it out, they have security down here. I think they may be shooting a movie of some sort. Andrew says, I remember because I was singing Baby Shark all bloody day. Yeah, the band was right here last time. They were posted up right here. They're a pretty cool jazz band. But it almost looks like the rain may start back up again from the looks of this cloud right here. So we'll head out, we'll skateboard around a little bit more. Cosmo says, looks pretty dry on the radar. Oh, appreciate that. And appreciate everybody joining the stream. So Cosmo, it looks like the rain's gonna hold off, I'm assuming. It's only 8 o'clock, but it's incredibly dark because of the storm. we'll skateboard to that spot that has the really nice view again. And we'll check out the city lights from that spot. Jacer says, does the park have that fresh after rain smell? Absolutely. Right now, for sure. It smells awesome. This is like a perfect night to skateboard around after work. Hey, what's going on, Leah? Welcome to the stream. The Swan, I would agree. The Swan, how are things going in Ireland, my friend? Anything new and exciting that you want to give us an update on? Andrew says, looks like rain to me, be prepared. So Andrew, I did bring my umbrella just in case, because I didn't want to get caught in the rain. So that's a good observation there. So we'll get off the skateboard here and we'll take a look at the view that we were looking at a couple streams ago. And in my opinion, this is one of the best views in the city, right here from Central Park. Wow. So if you guys remember, we were here on a couple streams ago, and it looks beautiful here. The Swan says things are kind of quiet, kind of an eerie quietness in Ireland. People don't know what the government are going to do next. Interesting. That's interesting. Lupe says epic. Yeah, it's beautiful, beautiful view here. Yeah, Andrew says, the cameraman in me wants to get down low and get a really good shot of the water. Yeah, so my favorite thing about this spot is you could see the city skyline in the water. That's like one of the coolest things about this spot, in my opinion. So we'll do a quick walk around in the spot over here. I don't know if you guys remember where we were climbing on the rocks, but it's a beautiful spot. Beautiful, beautiful spot here. And then we'll continue to skateboard around. And for those wondering, I changed out the wheels again on the skateboard. I don't know if you could tell, but so it should be a smoother ride from now on. This place looks amazing after the rain. Looks crazy. Yeah, the Swan says, I'm amazed that the skyscrapers are actually above the clouds. Yeah, I mean, if you have one of these ultra luxury apartments in the city, like right here, like your view, if you're literally living in the clouds, it's crazy. Swan, that's a good observation, man. There's something moving in the water. I'm not sure if you guys could see. I don't know if that's a fish or a turtle. Something's moving in there. Real says, man, that shot is amazing. It's beautiful here. Beautiful, beautiful here. And again, my favorite is you could see the city skyline in the water, which is really, really cool. Hey, Michelle, what's going on? Sunshine, New York, what's going on? Hopefully you guys had a good day. We're here skateboarding around in Central Park, but we're taking a little break just to walk around this location where we could see the sunset and the city skyline. Michelle and Sunshine, New York, hopefully you both had a very good day today. Andrew says, I stayed in Sydney World Tower once and I woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning and looked down, and just outside my window was just a big fat fluffy cloud. That's crazy. Yeah, I couldn't imagine that, like waking up and you're literally like living in the sky. That's kind of bizarre. Hey Michelle, hey Sunshine. Yeah, I had a pretty good day, just busy with work, you know? Just busy, so now we're just hanging out. So I appreciate everybody being here. Sunshine, New York, were you out in the rainstorm today? We had a pretty crazy rainstorm here in Manhattan. Hey, Southern QB Vibes, what's going on? Hope you're well. Sunshine, New York says it was insane flooding. I could imagine. Yeah, so I was actually in Midtown most of the day, and it was pretty crazy. Oh guys, look at this fish. I don't know if you could see it, but it's a big orange fish right there. And there's also another one at the top left corner of the screen. Oh, now it's over here. Southern QB Vibes, hope you're well. Cosmo says, yeah, we have the place all to ourselves. Yeah, Sunshine, New York, it smells really, really good here.
So we'll try to climb on these rocks without falling in the water. Yeah, so Andrew, these are all real rocks. All very, very real rocks here. Well, the skateboard's coming in handy. I could use it as a walking stick. Michelle says everybody went indoors because of the rain, I guess. Yep. So the rainstorm just finished. That's why I sort of headed outside. I was cooped up in an office building all day, so thought I'd get outside. Hey, JL, what's up? Yes, shh, indeed. Yeah, I'll be quiet for a couple minutes just so you guys can sort of hear the surroundings, but it's beautiful here. Really, really beautiful. Hey, we have our friend Melbourne in the stream. Haven't seen him for a long time. He says, hey, long time no see. How you doing? Made it to your friend Melbourne resident. Absolutely, pal. I'm doing very good. So Melbourne is one of our good friends here. Always joins the chat, and he makes videos driving around Australia. So Andrew, or anybody who's in the chat, definitely check out his channel. He makes some pretty cool stuff. Andrew says it would be nice to see if you could set up a permanent webcam here. That's a good idea. Lupe says, I dare you to dive in the lake. No way. Absolutely not. Yeah, Southern QB vibes. That's one of my favorite parts about this part of the city, is not just the city's skyline, but the reflection in the water. It's beautiful. Reels says Q Swamp Thing rising out of the water. So funny. Well, thank you everybody for joining the stream tonight, and thank you for all of the new subscribers as well. A lot of you sent me an email the past couple nights, and I responded to pretty much everybody. Hey, Cosmo, yes. Thank you for the email, my friend. That's pretty cool. It's cool stuff, man. That's awesome. JL says actual painting. Yes, this is pretty much just like a postcard. The Swan says, why can't everyone see the beauty in this world, of this world? Lupe says that is fog atop of the lake. Let me see. Let's check it out. Maybe it's just a reflection, but we could definitely take a look. Hey Lena, welcome to the stream. Hey Jacer, what's going on? No Bob Ross poofy clouds though. Hey Michelle. Michelle says it's hard to believe the craziness of Times Square isn't too far from here. Absolutely. So in relation to here, that's actually a very good observation. So we are directly pretty much parallel to the Museum of Natural History. So 81st Street. Lena, welcome to the stream. No, Lupe, I think there is a little bit of fog on top of the lake. Yes, Melbourne Resident has some pretty cool, really, really cool stuff. I enjoy it. So I appreciate everybody subscribing and enjoying the stream. So I'll give you guys the other view on this side. Lupe says creepy reminds me of Jason from Friday the 13th. That's funny. Ross Angel says, hey Skate Bro, what's going on, Ross Angel? Welcome to the stream. We're just hanging out in Central Park today. Let me see if I can zoom out for you guys. It's getting pretty dark, so maybe it'd be hard to focus a little bit. It's such a beautiful night out. So I guess we'll head out. Got to get my skateboard. Savannah says, hey Savannah, what's up? Savannah says, when am I going to Coney Island? I don't know, maybe one of these weekends I'll take a trip out to Coney Island. JL, what's up JL? Welcome to the stream. JL says, on the 4K TV, the picture quality is crisp and clear. Oh, let's see. Hold on. I'll focus in on the view again, JL, so you can check it out. Well, I'm glad everybody's enjoying the streams. It's very fun hanging out with you guys and girls every night, so appreciate you being here. Savannah says, Coney Island at night looks beautiful. I'm gonna have to check it out. Ross Angel, welcome to the chat. How are you? Lena says it looks beautiful here. Yeah, it's very, very beautiful here. Cosmo says, have you ever been to the Fort Tilden? For some reason that rings a bell, Fort Tilden. Is that in the Bronx? I'm not sure where that is, but it sounds familiar. Andrew says, remember in photography, the golden rule of thirds. Melbourne resident says, would like to visit that site. It says there comes a time traveling train. Interesting. West Rockaways. Ross Angel says, how many boards do I own? Probably about 3 or 4. I would say 3 or 4. So Ross Angel, I just changed out the wheels again. Hey Julie, welcome to the stream, my friend. Always good to see you here. Central Park, too beautiful, no rains tonight. Well, it was raining a little bit today. Lena says, thank you for showing us. No problem. Appreciate you guys coming along. It was a long day at work, so this gets me out of the house. It's good for the mental health here. Michelle says, just got my son a new Baker deck. Cool. Cosmo says, my mental health could use a visit to Central Park. I think we all could. So now the city lights are really coming on. So the city skyline looks really, really crazy now. Looks really, really beautiful. But I think we're gonna head out. I think we're gonna relocate and we're gonna skate around a little bit. So maybe we will skate around the Upper West Side. Cosmo, I hope you had a good day, my friend. Hopefully you weren't too busy. The day wasn't too crazy. I was in Midtown Manhattan the majority of the day working, but besides that, wasn't too bad. Wasn't too bad. So we'll head out and we'll try not to fall in the lake. So I'm just reading a Microsoft Teams email, or I'm still getting Microsoft Teams messages from our some people here. So we closed a very interesting deal. The deal is with an advertising company. Oh, look at this duck on this rock. Look at how beautiful that is. Wow. Now it's gone. So anyway, we closed this deal with this very interesting advertising company that manufactures like water stations and vending machines. And what they do is they have like infographic signs built into all of the stations. So I'm gonna provide all of the data. So I'm just going to white label all of the data to those advertising stations. And so his business model is just running ads on these sort of vending machines. And you would never think it's a very, very high margin business where you're going to make a lot of money. But we were, you know, he did his presentation to us and you know, showed us everything that he needs, and it's a really, really good business model. Really cool entrepreneur from Salt Lake City, Utah. So there's going to be 38,000 of these sort of vending machines slash water stations around the country. We'll be providing, or I'll be providing, the data connection, and he's going to sell advertising on the stations. Pretty interesting. The clouds and fog covering the top of the buildings look cool. I agree, Michelle. Hey, JL. Because my milk days are over now. I'm on almond milk. I drink almond milk too. Lady Orleans, what's going on? Tom, I'm still here just watching. Yeah, for sure. Always glad to have you here. Interesting fact, the Swan. Very interesting fact. Tom, do you still drink cow's milk? Yeah, for sure. But I would say the majority of the time it's either almond milk. Yeah, I would say that's the majority of the time. So the concrete is so wet, and the wheels just glide across the concrete. Really nice ride. Hey, what's up, out and about? The Swan says I'm a walker and I would walk and walk and walk all over Central Park. You have to come do it. Sometimes I find it so odd to eat cereal and cow's milk. I think it's strange. Interesting. Out and about, what's going on? We're in Central Park tonight. Hopefully you're doing well out and about. Out and about is our pal from Toronto, Canada. Yeah, watch out for those mosquitoes. I'm already getting bitten alive. But yes, indeed, watch out for the mosquitoes. Hey, Razzle Dazzle. Hey, Sunshine After Rain, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. And it looks like we have about 28 people watching, so thank you for everybody watching the stream and subscribing to the channel. I appreciate everybody here.
But razzle dazzle, it's extremely, extremely humid here. We just finished a massive rainstorm. And now we are on Central Park West and 72nd Street. Wow, the sky all the way down here looks beautiful. Out and about, I'm doing good. I'm doing really good. It was just busy today at work. Big rainstorm here in the city. But now we're hanging out. You know what, since we're here, we'll go to the John Lennon circle here. A little bit creepy. Oh yeah, out and about. How bad did you fall on that when you're riding your bike? Hopefully you're all right. Yeah, I think it's gonna be a little bit too dark in here, guys, to see anything. Michelle says, still watching, just trying to finish up my work for the night. Take your time. So this is the John Lennon area here, but it's too dark so you guys can't see it. It's just the Imagine Circle. Maybe you could see it a little bit. Out and about, recording with my GoPro. Yeah, so do you use the Hero 9? I use the Hero 9, GoPro Hero 9. So let's head out. We'll skateboard around the Upper West Side. GoPro 8, okay, cool. They're pretty much the same thing, essentially. Out and about, you're filing a claim against the city. Well, good luck. The Swan says it's like being catapulted from light into darkness as the Twilight Zone. There doesn't last long. Here it goes on for about 1.5 hours. The Dakota, yes. Such a creepy building. So we're West 72nd Street and Central Park West. So we'll cross the street and we'll go up Columbus Avenue. Michelle, if you don't mind me asking, what kind of work are you finishing up? Are you finishing up schoolwork or just stuff for your job and stuff like that? Hey, we have Patrick NYC in the house. Hey Patrick, what's going on? Hopefully you had a good day today. And hopefully you stayed dry during the rainstorm. Patrick, I was in Midtown the majority of the day. 45th and 6th. Okay, Michelle says her job, she works from home. I think everybody's pretty much still working from home now. I mean, a lot of my clients are working from home.
You know, even though I guess people can technically go back to the office, it seems like a lot of people are just opting to stay at home. Which, hey, I mean, if it's more convenient for you, by all means. Cosmo says the further away from the equator you go, the longer twilight lasts. No problem, Reels. Thank you for being here, my friend. Andrew, what's going on, Andrew from Australia? Andrew says, I am on and off constantly fielding calls. Constantly, wow. So sorry if I miss anything, no problem. I don't have to work from home, but I changed my focus to. It works for me. Yeah, I think it works for a lot of people. I mean, I would much rather work from home, and that's why I choose to work from home. I think it's just easier. And it's way more convenient. So I come here a lot, this coffee shop. Sometimes I come here on my work break, read the paper. I had to miss work as I can't lift too much. And I went for an hour and a half massage yesterday. Okay, that's good. I mean, hopefully you get well soon. I mean, it's a crazy injury, I guess. The cities have to do a better job with the roads. So now we're on West 74th Street and Columbus, headed northbound to the Museum of Natural History. That guy's a scumbag, but it's all right. The air smells so fresh now after the rain. So I like this apartment building a lot. right, so we're here by the Shake Shack, the Museum of Natural History. Real says, Skate Bro, what made you get into the stock biz? I don't know. I just really had an interest in Wall Street. And I've always wanted to work on Wall Street ever since I was a kid. I mainly wanted to be in sales and trading or mergers and acquisitions. But then, instead of working at the investment bank, I just worked in tech because it was a little bit more hands-on. And, you know, if you think about the future of finance is technology anyway. So if you could work for one of these tech companies and learn something new, learn how to build different products and services. But don't get me wrong, Reels, I still love investing. That's one of my favorite things to do. So I still, sometimes do consulting work for my friends that work at hedge funds, and I'll build models mainly on technology sector stocks. And I think one of the things that a lot of people don't understand is, if you work in sales and trading at the investment bank, it's not like it used to be, right? So a lot of the trading now is automated, through algorithmic trading. So if you want to sort of be hands-on, I would probably go work at a quantitative hedge fund. So you're talking about a Renaissance Technologies or a D.E. Shaw, something like that. But the trading is really all automated now. It's not like it used to be. And it's also very time consuming at the investment bank too. If you're an analyst, sometimes you're working 80 hours a week, working on financial models or doing something like that. So I wanted more freedom, I guess, and I think working in the tech sector allows you more freedom. Cosmo says tech is everything. The Swan says everything is tech now. Even to empty the bins, you have a computer here, otherwise they won't lift. Yeah, I mean, if you want to work maybe you could work at a fintech, right? I think that's interesting. But I don't know, I wasn't interested in, sitting behind a desk and just plugging and chugging away on spreadsheets, building models. If you work in tech sales, you get to meet a bunch of CEOs at different companies, learn about different products, and help their IT teams really integrate these products. If you're working with different APIs, things like that. So, I don't know, I just really like tech. So we're now by the Museum of Natural History on West 81st Street. Andrew says, hey, you're not one of those guys that wants to rank me higher on Google. That's funny. Just deleted about 20 overnight emails. I get hammered by those guys too. Yeah, so I don't work in SEO. There's a podcast. I was on this podcast, Akram's Razor, where I sort of give my whole story on what I was selling. So I was selling into the healthcare sector, mainly focused on home healthcare agencies, nursing homes, assisted living facilities, and hospitals. And the solution I was selling is EVV software. So electronic visit verification and EMR software. So electronic medical records. So as opposed to a healthcare employee, quote unquote, clocking in and out on physical paper, and having all of their patient information written down on physical paper, you know, that's a compliance issue, right? So that's HIPAA compliance. Very, very big issue. So if we can automate all of that and backlog everything to the cloud, you know, it's going to be a lot more efficient than physical timesheets or writing down in a journal that you administered medicine to a patient or you took the temperature. If you can just automatically upload that data to the cloud via a remote patient monitoring service, you know, it'll drive efficiencies. It'll make these agencies compliant through HIPAA regulations and things like that. So that's mainly what I was selling. So now we're on West 83rd Street. And this is Jerry Seinfeld's private garage right here. This is where Jerry Seinfeld keeps all of his stuff. Yeah, Andrew, that would be funny. Yeah, Reels, it is pretty crazy. You can sort of create your own digital currency. And way, way back in the day, I used to work in this very crappy garage. So let's head down to the Empire State Building, and then we'll call it a night. So now we're on West 79th Street. We'll get up on the sidewalk. Sunshine New York, thank you for watching. I love these lives of New York City nightlife. Thank you so much. Lots of things with the shopping cart, yep. There we are, the Swan, there we go. Empire State Building equals signpost, equals know where you are. Andrew says, I hope you have reflective black tape. I do have reflective black tape. JD Fisher, hey, what's going on? You're in the ER again, JD. Had a seizure, that's not good, my friend. Well, we will definitely, keep you in our thoughts 100%. And prayers. Hopefully you'll be all right. Hey, Lupe. Fairway Market. It's a pretty famous grocery store here. Which I think went out of business, but now is back in business. Second Street. And we're going to be caught at the light. Anyway, Skate Bro, you should show us an ollie, maybe back in the day. I don't want to do any tricks anymore after I injured myself pretty badly. Tom, do you ever shop at the farmer's market? I go to Union Square, 14th Street. I go there a lot. JD, rest up for sure. Hopefully you feel well, my friend. Trader Joe's coming up, Sunshine. Yeah, we're right here. So this Trader Joe's usually has a line wrapped around the block. Sorry. That's why I really never go in it. I think Trader Joe's is a little bit overrated, but then again, I don't really know too much about food, like grocery stores. But maybe we'll get to see the fountain at Lincoln Center. Hopefully it's all lit up. Wow, the sky looks crazy tonight. Oh yeah, the gash I got the other day, it's actually doing pretty good. I mean, not as good as I hope. I wish I never got it, but at least it's doing better. That is a good point. That is a good point. No more injuries to Swan. Yeah, JD Fisher. Hopefully everything is going well, man. I really don't know what else to say, but I hope you get better. Honestly, I mean, that's really crazy that happened. So I wish you a speedy recovery. The Lincoln Center. So we're cruising around pretty nicely here on the skateboard after the rainstorm. Here we are at Lincoln Center. Hopefully they have the lights on in the water. We can check it out. Do they have the lights on? What do you think, everybody? Do they have the lights on? I know the answer. I know the answer, and I think you guys are going to be pretty excited because they got the lights on. So we'll check it out. Wow, it looks beautiful at night. This is so cool. And so they have this up for Pride Month. And I think they did a really good job on the fountain. It looks amazing. Oh, thank you, Andrew. Thank you for everybody who's subscribing to the channel. I appreciate that. Hey, Michelle. Michelle says, I'm excited too. It's a huge apple orchard. So they can tape the apples, you could think. Well, let me read the other comments. JD Fisher says, I'm in the ICU because they said they want to know what possibly triggered the seizure. Okay. Hopefully they don't keep you there too long. Hopefully you can get out and go home. Please God. Hey, Fernando, what's going on? Hey, Lupe says the Westside YMCA is down the block from the Lincoln Center. So all I had to walk a block. Yeah. Patrick NYC, what's going on? Fernando, what's going on? Yeah, Reels, so many new movies are about to come out. Michelle says that the strawberries are in season. I can't wait to get some from our local fruit market here. They will be ready in about a week. That sounds amazing, honestly. So we're here at Lincoln Center. And it is quite a beautiful night here in New York. So for everybody just joining us, we were skateboarding around Central Park a little bit. We watched the sunset / all the city lights come on, and now we're just skateboarding and taking a break here at Lincoln Center, checking out the fountain. Yeah, JD Fisher says, so they just admitted you to the ICU and they're gonna keep you. So I'm assuming that means they're gonna keep you overnight. I don't want to speak for JD Fisher, but I'm assuming that means overnight. So hopefully you get better soon, my friend. So as Reels, I believe it was Reels or the Swan that pointed out last stream, they painted the stairs all colors too for the Pride Month. No, Michelle, fruit combos are extremely encouraged in this chat. Anybody who wants to talk about fruit is definitely encouraged to do so. Hey, Andrew. Andrew says, I see they still have the death trap upside down, the curve thing that the kids hurt themselves. Wait, what, Andrew? Let me see. Oh, that the kids hurt themselves on. Did the kids really hurt themselves on that? I'd assume it'd be quite difficult to hurt yourself on that. Lady Orleans says blueberries are also in season. So I don't know how to tell if I guess I just have to do more research on what type of fruits are in season and what aren't. Cosmo says I talked about Union Square Market. Union Square Farmers Market during the fall is probably one of the greatest places to visit in the city on the weekends, in my opinion. So Cosmo, I'm not sure if you're familiar, but they do have a small farmers market every weekend. Well, actually, that's not true. I think it's in the autumn or in the fall near the Museum of Natural History, but it's not as good in my opinion. It's not as good as Union Square, in my opinion. Yeah, they had to shut it. Wow. That's crazy, Andrew. I didn't know that. Real says, I want to see someone run up there and start tap dancing. That's funny. It's very, yeah. So Lupe is right. The Union Square Farmers Market is very large. I agree. Interesting. So we're here in Lincoln Center. We'll head out now. We'll start skateboarding again. We'll skateboard around Fordham University a little bit. This dog is adorable. I'm not sure if you guys see it, but the dog looks absolutely stunning. So I think everybody's potentially graduating here. Or at least that's what it appears. So this is the Fordham Law School. One of my friends went here and then went on to work at the FBI. Oh, so it's not a graduation. It's I don't know what it is. Let's check it out, guys. Oh, it's stages at Lincoln Center, so maybe it's a concert. That's kind of cool. Wow. Restart stages at Lincoln Center. So it looks like we just missed it. Maybe there was some music playing here. So this is very close to where I went to college. Near Columbus Circle and 59th Street. And the lobby of this building looks really nice. So you can see the stages set up for all the concerts. Yes, indeed, Fernando. Hope you had a good day at work, my friend. Fernando, are you working overnight? Are you working all night tonight? I appreciate everybody joining the stream. Appreciate everybody joining. Hopefully you're enjoying the stream, having a good night. It's just a little humid here in New York. We are coming close to 59th Street, Columbus Circle. Cosmo says, go visit Fernando at work, he'll make you an ala cabo sandwich. That's funny. Damn, Fernando, you're working till midnight. That's... Well, I think Fernando told everybody, I think he works 4 days a week. So that's good. I used to work 4 days a week, and it's I love it so much better than 5. Because it splits up the week, and you have a long weekend. I don't know, it just makes time fly so much. So we made it to 59th Street, Columbus Circle. So we're right here near the Whole Foods. Michelle, I totally agree. I wish I still worked 4 days a week, because you could even get the same amount of hours in, but it just makes everything go by so much faster. Lupe said, Tom, did I finish the book? No, I didn't, but I started it, and it's pretty good, but I don't agree with everything in the book, but it is very good. Maybe it's just because I'm a little biased because I work in tech, but the book is very good. I haven't finished it yet, but it's good. Yeah, Lupe says one thing the pandemic has taught me is that we need a 3-day weekend, for sure. Totally agree with that. Hey, JD. All right, so now we are back in Midtown Manhattan. And everything is so wet, so the light is so bright, it's reflecting off everything. So we're on West 57th Street and Broadway. Hey Destiny, what's going on? So we're right across the street from the Universal Music Group building. Talking about tech, I had to leave the other day because the customer's data got encrypted. Wow. Which turns out it was a global issue. Interesting. So how did it get encrypted? Do you know how? Was it through like an email attack, like a phishing email? Because a lot of the, if you just contact a company like Zscaler or CrowdStrike, they could probably have somebody fix that. So what happens a lot is spammers send out, it'll essentially allow access to all of the internal files of the company. Thanks, man. Of the company, and it's not a good look. Wow. Andrew says I'm in a 600 long queue for them to uncrypt it. It wasn't phishing? Okay. Jeez. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, cybersecurity is an industry that's going to be around here forever. So we're approaching Times Square. We're at West 54th Street. We're passing the Late Show building where they obviously filmed the Late Show with Stephen Colbert. I don't know about you guys, but I'm not a big fan of Stephen Colbert. I don't know. It's not that he's a bad, I just don't think he's that funny. The Swan, perhaps, maybe you're right. The workload is taking its own. Yeah, I mean, this week was a little bit, it was a little crazy, but I think what I've been trying to do when I'm skateboarding is just, I guess, in a sense, meditate a little bit. So maybe that's why I'm a little bit more chilled out. And it's a nice night, so I'm just kind of hanging out, enjoying the stream. But that is a good point. Cosmo, you agree, right? Stephen Colbert, totally agree. Not that great. I mean, he's not a bad guy. It's just, I don't know, he's not that funny. And I think the reason why he's not that funny is because he's way too political. It's like, we get it. We get it. Lupe says, I miss David Letterman. I agree. I like Conan O'Brien. I think Conan O'Brien's really funny. Cosmo, is Conan O'Brien still on? I don't even know. Okay, Patrick NYC says Letterman was the best. What are your thoughts on Jay Leno? Anybody's thoughts on Jay Leno? Good, no good? What do you think? Patrick NYC says Conan is still on TBS. Okay. Oh wow, Conan is getting a new show. I didn't know that. Honestly, every time I technically watch the talk shows, they're just like YouTube clips. I'll watch the YouTube clips. Andrew says never got Leno much in Australia. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Michelle says you loved Arsenio way back in the day. Watched him every night. Out and About says Conan is still on. Lupe says Jay Leno, nope. Okay. Cosmo says, I don't know if Conan is still on. I like his travel videos on YouTube. Letterman wasn't funny at all. He is good on being creepy. Yeah, so there's so was there any like accusations against him, or am I thinking of somebody else? I think Conan, I'm gonna say Conan is probably the best. Number 2 is probably Jimmy Fallon. I think those two are the best. Really Out and About? Jay Leno's not funny at all? I mean, he's a little bit funny. I like his stuff. He's all right. He's all right. Yes, Reels. I agree with Reels. What Reels just said. Monica says Jimmy Fallon. Hey, Monica's here from Sweden. Yeah, Jimmy Fallon's good. I like Jimmy Fallon. A lot of people hate on Jimmy Fallon, but I really like Jimmy Fallon. I think he's a good guy. Jay Leno, Jay Leno's good. Conan, very good. Oh, for anybody in the chat, so my friend, we used to have this argument in the office, and my friend would always mention this one late night talk show host, but I keep forgetting his name. I think he's Scottish, and I forget what channel he was on, but his co-host was like a skull. It was like not a skull, what do you call that? A skeleton. And I think he was from Scotland, I think. Craig Ferguson, there we go. Hey, Toilet Brush, there we go, coming in clutch. Craig Ferguson. So I never really watched him, but every time we would have this debate in the office about who's the best late night guy, they would always bring his name up, and I've never heard of him before, ever. So it's interesting. Monica says carpool karaoke. Who does the carpool karaoke? I think that's the guy in LA, right? The British guy. He's funny too. I forget his name. Oh, what about Trevor Noah? What does everybody think of Trevor Noah? Funny, not funny, good, no good? Yes, Michelle, that's it. James Corden's carpool karaoke. Thank you for that. this swan says Jerry Springer. Graham Norton. Oh, Jimmy Kimmel. I don't really like. I mean, Jimmy Kimmel's a Brooklyn boy, but he's alright, man. He's alright. I think he's gotten to LA. He's a Brooklyn boy that's turned a little bit to LA. And he's not. He's clearly not. But I like Guillermo. Guillermo is funny, the co-host. This is Joe's Pizza. Jim Jeffries, what do you think of him? I've never heard of him. Oh, Out and About. Yeah, what about Trevor Noah? I think he's good. I think he's all right. Andrew says my partner thinks Letterman was creepy. Really? Letterman had an affair with the assistant? Strange. Hey, Toilet Brush, hope you're having a good night, my friend. I haven't seen Toilet Brush in a while, so it's good to see on the stream. Wow, Out and About saw Trevor Noah live. Cool. Trevor Noah's smart. Yeah, good guy. So who is like the competitor of Trevor Noah, the other guy, the British guy? I think their thing is like comedy politics. I forget his name too, but he's British. How could I blank on his name? Yes, Cosmo got it. John Oliver. I like John Oliver. I think he's funny, but sometimes he's too crazy. Like his energy is really crazy. But John Oliver's good. What about that other talk show host? Yeah, Lady Orleans, John Oliver. What about that other guy? He's like super condescending. Damn, I can't think of his name. Wow, I'm really terrible. I apologize, everybody. But I can't even describe him. But he's just like very condescending, and he thinks everything is a scam and everybody sucks. And he goes on the Joe Rogan podcast to say that nobody should ever get married, that guy. Bill Maher. Lady Orleans nailed it. Yeah, it's so negative on everything. He's like gloom and doom, everything sucks. Never get married, never do this, don't go outside, hide in the house. He's funny. French McGraw, I don't know what that is. That's funny. Everybody's outside the Shake Shack. Bill Maher, he compared Zayn to a terrorist. That's really messed up. Yeah, Bill Maher, I'm not he's just so negative. I mean, I don't know. All right, so this is for the Swan. We are passing, we'll get to see the Empire State Building. All right, so Empire State Building equals signpost equals know where you are. Lady Orleans says the weed made him paranoid. So now we're at Macy's. Well, that was fun, everybody. We just had an entire conversation about late night talk show hosts. Trying to think if there's any others. I think we covered everything.
So you know what I'm seeing now a lot? Like, instead of the mainstream talk show hosts on like mainstream media, there are these really big YouTube channels that are sort of like these talk show hosts that get into politics, like the Young Turks. I'm not sure if anybody's familiar with them. And that other guy that is very controversial. I think the main two people that are the most controversial are the Young Turks. And there's this other one, this conservative one, I forget his name. How can I forget? Crowder, Steven Crowder? Like the Young Turks and Steven Crowder. It's like a new internet media, and they get more views than like Fox News and all of them. CNN, all of them. James Corden, Lena, yeah, James Corden is very good. Joe Rogan, yep. Michelle Joe Rogan. He's very popular. I guess we can kind of consider him like a talk show host, right? I mean, he has the biggest podcast. So I would consider that like a talk show host. Yeah, for sure. Cosmo says the Young Turks don't get views anymore. Oh, really? I always get like their recommended videos of the Young Turks. But Cosmo, you know what I'm talking about, right? Like there are these internet, like it's YouTube channels, but they do like political news, and they get a lot of views. Young Turks, Louder. I think it's called Louder with Crowder. Louder with Crowder. That guy Steven Crowder, and this other guy Fleckus. Fleckus Talks. They're like these alternative media. Out and About says James Lipton. So Out and About, I've never heard of that. Could you describe briefly like what he does? Does he have a YouTube channel, or is this on like a streaming service? Andrew says the Turks are focusing on Palestine right now.
You guys are good.
Oh, Alex Jones, yeah. So Alex Jones got kicked off of the air, yeah. That's funny. He's crazy, but I mean, you have to admit, like watching him it's hilarious. I mean, you don't have to agree with anything he says, but he's like a nut. It's so hilarious just watching him flip out over nothing. Like old highlights of Alex Jones just like freaking out just for a good laugh. So, speaking of the Young Turks and Alex Jones, for anybody that wants a really, really good laugh, search the YouTube video of the Young Turks fight with Alex Jones on the set. So I think the Young Turks were doing a live show, and Alex Jones somehow gets access to their set and starts freaking out. It's just like, and that guy, I forget his name. The main guy on the Young Turks from Brooklyn. He starts freaking out and screaming. He's crazy. All of them are crazy. Wow, James Lipton was host of Inside the Actors Studio. I've never heard of that. I've never heard of that. That's so strange. Huh. The only, who's another like news anchor that was very popular? He was on that show, like that very, very popular show. I think it was in the 80s? The Bell, like the School's Out or something? After the Bell? Something like that? Mario Lopez. He's cool. I like that guy. He has energy. He talks very well. He's a cool dude. I like that guy. I thought that truck was EJ Electrical Contracting. I was gonna say that's my customer.
Hey JL. So JL says Jane Lipton used to have 100 cards stacked up on his desk with questions for any famous actor that he had on that evening. And he would ask them quick questions like flashcards that they had to answer. That's very interesting. Oh, Saved by the Bell, okay. I love how you say Mario. Mario Lopez, yes.
He's good. He's a very good, what's the word? Interlocutor. I think that's the word, interlocutor. So now we are in the Flatiron District. Whew, man. I'm gonna take a little break here. Out and About says the 10 questions Lipton asks are: what is your favorite word? What is your least favorite word? And what turns you on? What turns you off? Saturday Night Live has fostered a lot of good ones. Yeah, who's the guy from Staten Island? Pete Davidson. I like Pete Davidson. What sound do you hate? Seth Meyers, Lupe. I'm not a fan of Seth. I mean, I just don't find him funny. He's a good guy, great guy, wonderful guy, but I just don't think he's funny. He forces things. He's a little bit, I don't know. But then again, I could never do what he does. I don't know. I think he's just not funny. I've never watched, what is it called? The Tonight Show with Seth Meyers? Because he took over Jimmy Fallon's spot. And then Jimmy Fallon took over whose spot? Leno? Yeah, he took over Leno's spot. The late night talk show host. So I know. Is he still on? I don't know what time slot he's on though. Just gave me an idea for Fernando's interview in Times Square. Ah, interesting.
Have you ever been to the new Harry Potter store yet? It looks so cool and it's huge. No, I've never been. Drew Barrymore is a daytime talk show. Interesting. Hey, Destiny. So why is it called the Flatiron Building? I'm not sure. I think, I just know like the garment district, you know, like a lot of textiles, and you have the meatpacking industry. But here's the big famous building, Flatiron Building, but it's all covered up with scaffolding, so it doesn't look that good right now. Hey, Fernando. Now it's time for Monica to walk the dog. So Monica, thank you for joining. Thank you everybody for watching. And Monica, hope you have a good day. And the Empire State Building looks pretty cool tonight. Toilet Brush says Kelly Clarkson has a talk show. Is everybody getting a talk show? That's crazy. Okay, this may be a little bit of an unpopular opinion, but there is one specific daytime sort of talk show that I cannot stand. Like, I can't even watch it. It's so cringe. I don't even know the name. I think it's called The View. It's like a panel of 7 or 8 people, and all they do is just criticize everybody all day. I don't know, that's just my opinion. I don't like it. I don't like The View. I don't like people who are very critical and negative, I guess. I don't know. Destiny says Brazil's playing tonight. Did you see the USA game? USA-Mexico CONCACAF Championship. The US brought it home, which is very good. Great game. Back in the day, SNL was very good. Hey, good night, guys. Good night, Lady Orleans. Always good to see you on the stream. Always happy to have you here. And I appreciate all of the existing viewers and all the people that are new. Thank you, everybody, for watching the channel and subscribing to the channel as well. I really appreciate everybody. And now we're here in Union Square on East 17th Street. Alright, and here's the Barnes & Nobles where we stopped in last time. Does anybody watch Bewitched? I don't think I've ever watched it.
That's barely legal.
Fernando, hope you're well. Absolutely.
It should be barely legal for someone who's out of college.
Michelle says the Harry Potter store is back there at Broadway and 72nd Street. We'll check it out. We'll skateboard past it. I've never seen it. I've never been in it. Hey, the Swan, good to have you on the stream. We'll see you in the next one. Andrew says Flatiron derives from its resemblance to a cast iron. Okay, I guess I could see that. The views are just a bunch of catty females. I can't wait till they get canceled. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's just out and about. I agree with you. Lupe says, I can't wait to go back to New York City. Come back. This weekend, I want to go back to Brooklyn. I want to go back to Greenpoint. Get some bagels, skate around. dogs are not my biggest fan when I'm on the skateboard. Alright, we got a bunch of nonsense in the bike lane. So we got to be careful not to get clocked by a car. Or at least do the best we can not to. All right, everybody, we are on West 17th Street and 6th Avenue now. Andrew says your border collie would hate me. I feel so bad when I ride past the dogs. All right, this is a really nice view of the World Trade Center. Really, really nice view here. Hey, it's here. Hey Sammy, what's going on? Out and about, what's my favorite junk food? Probably any Italian pastry. Any like Italian pastry, like cannolis, things like that. Destiny, you're having a steak sandwich, awesome. Oh, Destiny said just went to get a smoothie, nice. Michelle said my dog jumped up looking around. Lupe says, will I take you? Absolutely, I'll take you guys with me for sure. Lena, tight space, be careful. Boogie Bob has a good recipe for steak. That's interesting. All right, so let's head back uptown. So we are here at the 14th Street station. Tiramisu, out and about. Sammy says, can you show me your helmet? I can't, because I don't have a helmet on, unfortunately. Sorry about that, Sammy. But I should. Everybody who's gonna ride a skateboard, make sure you wear your helmet. Elbow pads, knee pads, the whole nine. Whoa, is that guy from that podcast? Doesn't this look like the guy from the H3 podcast? I'm not sure if anybody knows about that, but this guy sort of looks like that guy from the H3H3 podcast. I don't know, maybe I'm crazy, but I think he looks like that guy. I think his name is Ethan. He looks like Ethan from the H3 podcast. Doesn't he? I mean, at least a little bit. So right ahead, we can see the Empire State Building. We're skateboarding on the sidewalk back uptown. And it is a humid one. Ethan Klein, yeah. He does look like him a little bit. That guy has a nice fixed gear bike. The container store to feed your OCD needs. I've never been in that store. So here's what it looks like downtown. Super Friends in the City. That's a habit of mine. Skating and whistling. I tend to whistle a lot of Frank Sinatra when I'm skating. Hey Ibrahim, welcome to the stream. So Ibrahim, you got all of your stuff, right? Ibrahim, I sent you an email with all the Python stuff. So now we're on West 23rd Street, where you could take the PATH train to New Jersey. Lupe says you like Witchcraft, great song. I like the Coffee song by Frank Sinatra. All right, guys, once we get back to 34th Street, I'm gonna end the stream. almost there at 34th Street. Lupe, you can work, no big deal. Ibrahim, if you need help with that class, let me know. But Ibrahim, the only thing is, don't post in the comments, like where we post the work for the professor, because the class is technically over. So I don't want the professor thinking that I'm giving away like the answers to anybody. So take the course, do it, and do all the homework assignments, but don't upload them like where I uploaded the work to the professor, if that makes sense. And Ibrahim, if you need help, all of the answers to the homework I already did. So if you want to like pull my code from the homework and use it, like to see how I did things, you could do that too. Right, Ibrahim. So do the homework assignments, but don't upload them like where in any of like the assignment boards. So you can do the homework, but just don't post anything, because then the professor's gonna think that I'm giving away the answers. So do the homework and save them to like your Jupyter Notebook library, and just save all your code, or just keep saving your notebooks. Like save 20 notebooks. Just don't post in the assignment section. All right, so we're back at Macy's, and I think we will call it a day. NYC Cherry Groove, welcome to the stream. We're actually about to end it, but yes, Ibrahim, so save the code in your environment and just don't post anything, and you're gonna learn so much in that class. And just as I wish I had enough time to learn a language, I only... Oh, use C++, okay. Well, C++ is a very fast language. Yeah, no problem, everybody. So I appreciate everybody for watching the stream. Appreciate everybody for subscribing to the channel. And it was fun. So thanks, everybody. has a great night or a good morning wherever you are in the world. And hopefully, maybe I'll do a stream tomorrow night, pending on the work that I have to do and pending the weather. We'll see. But yeah, appreciate everybody. Good night, Jacer. Have a good one. Hey, Reels, thank you for watching. Out and about, thank you for watching. Andrew says he also writes a machine code in the old days. Lena, thank you. Ibrahim, thank you for being here. Hey, Fernando, thank you for being here. Michelle, hope you have a good night. Everybody, get home safe. Well, maybe you guys are already home. I'm not sure. Lupe, take it easy. Always good to have you here, Jacer. Always good to have you here. Sunshine after rain. Always good to have you. Sunshine, New York. Have a great night. And I will see you all in the next one. Take it easy.